Okay, I guess my wife was on the phone.
I said there's wind and
No,
everything
I
going
hear
around my house. Like,
I hear like human voices.
oh, my wife is talking to someone outside the door.
Okay. Okay.
It's okay. People can like I tell my dog constantly. Other people can exist.
Tell her to keep it down. Just joking.
What
Okay.
the fuck, Chris? That's not how you start a good podcast, Chris.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, sorry. I started good pass. So I just hit record because I have to have that soundbite before the theme song. You know.
What sound bite?
We been. I don't know if you've been doing this, but I always had a soundbite.
No,
When
really?
you listen to the podcast, right? You check it out probably every time it
Yeah,
comes out.
I check it out a little bit just on certain spots. Yes,
Yeah, like
I do keep tags on you, dude.
okay, sorry. Uh,
Uh-huh. Not all the
hey,
time though.
yeah, we
You know
can
why?
never. Why?
You know why? Because that's the bottom line. Because Neil Wayne said so.
Yeah, I don't have any of those clips today. I mean, I should have.
Oh, you forgot. I mean, the day before I go into WrestleMania, you'd think that'd be
I
the
mean,
day.
you think it would, but it's not. But I
But
mean, did you? We'll talk about the Oscars when we get there. I
oh yeah,
guess.
we'll talk about all that stuff. But you know what I'd like, Chris?
What's that?
I would like to give you a nice side of shut the fuck up and play our fucking theme music.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bearded freaks of the entire world, we are here. Yeah, you got the beard going, Chris.
I
We
know.
are here. We're full here. It is, yes, movies that don't suck and some that do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're bringing you two movies that are out there. And I can just introduce them like this: two weird fucking movies that are out there right now.
I guess so. I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know, right? First, we're going to straight over to the Netflix streaming network and find a movie that is directed by Charlie McDowell called Windfall, featuring Jason Segel.
It's body language, you know? Like, that guy needs to fart. It's pretty clear, but he doesn't know her well enough to do it in front of her, so I assume they haven't slept together.
He does seem to be clenching.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fart. Watch, when he gets enough space, he can let one rip, I guarantee you. Oh, that's a good move. Hey, go check out the kitchen, honey. I'll meet you in there. Now watch. Making his move slowly but surely. Watch the leg. Wait for it. Fart. Boom. That's a fart, motherfucker.
God.
That's a fucking fart.
Oh my God.
Look at him crop dusting across your open house. It's a disgrace.
He farted in my open house.
He sure did.
That's from I Love You, Man.
I know. That's one of my favorite movies of the minute. I tried to get a cut from like How I Met Your Mother, but I figured that was the better one to go with.
Yeah.
Jason Segel's in this movie. Also, Lily Collins.
Look, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you're wasting your time.
Like, talking's a waste of time.
We're not talking. You're flirting with me. And you're also cock-blocking your friend.
Huh? Bon Jovi over there is not my friend. He's a dick, actually. I'm just filling in on bass for them tonight, so.
You're cute, Lou. But you reek of romance and good intentions. I'm not looking for a nice guy. I don't do boyfriends and I don't date.
All I heard was don't.
Well, don'ts keep people safe. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Good little pull there, dude. Good little pull.
Hey, man, I'm pretty good at doing this stuff, you know? I've been doing it for years. And
Who
then,
else
of
is in
course,
this movie?
Omar Levia.
I'd go back to my country. Probably buy a football team.
You're not getting a football team, man. Well, get real.
Then I want $500,000.
300,000.
Seems to me Senor has a lot to lose.
Yeah, and that's God, what's that movie with it? What's that show with Lee Schreiber? What's that called? Whatever.
Oh my God, you made me forget about it now. And I'm the one that pulled the freaking. Was that Coyote?
No, it wasn't. No, it's with Lee Schreiber. He's like the main character. and whatever. And dude, mention my boo who's in this movie.
I know, man. I was waiting for the best for last for you. And Jesse, and I'm sorry, not Jesse, and Chris's biggest man crush of the year, Jesse Plemons.
As the world becomes more and more confusing, we tend to focus on the things that are right there in front of us, while ignoring the massive forces that actually change and shape our lives. And with people working longer and longer hours for less and less, when we do have free time, the last thing we want is complicated analysis of our government, lobbying, international trade agreements, and tax bills.
That's from Vice. Right?
Yes.
I mean, it's
It's
like
from
once you
Vice.
see Vice, you can do like really tell it's an Adam McKay movie. He's really has own sort of style now when it comes to doing like
Yeah,
more
definitely,
serious stuff.
definitely.
Yeah.
And those are the every actor in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
movie called
yeah,
Windfall. And
it's
the
it's
second,
very good storytelling.
yeah, I know. We'll talk about. I got some notes on that. I got some good information about why they were the only
Okay.
four, and we'll talk about that when we get to the movie. And then, of course, the second movie of the week, our big sexy movie, is the prequel to Triple X. It is X.
It's not the prequel to Triple X, but we'll talk about Ty West and his movie X.
And then we'll talk about Triple X because this is the prequel to Van Diesel's award-winning action movie.
Speaking of prequel, did you wait till there's an end credit scene next? I'm not going to talk about it, but did you wait till the very end?
I didn't think there was an end credit scene, and
Yeah,
that's my
well-
bad. And
well,
we'll talk
it's a-
about that off air.
it's-
But
okay.
all right. So first, starring in X, we have Mia Goth.
I must say that I have. He has shown me sweetness and kindness. And at Donwell, he took great pains to describe to me some particulars of the management of his tenant farms. We were interrupted, but before we were, he seemed almost to be asking me if my affections were engaged.
That was from Emma like a couple years ago. It's like
Yep.
that adaptation of a Jane Austen movie, of a film novel.
Yes,
so-
correct.
Okay.
And then also in this movie is the wonderful Gina Artiga.
I think snakes are the most misunderstood reptiles. My favorite movie vacillates between Deliverance and I'm late.
What are you talking about? You're right on time.
Oh no, Principal Highbridge, my period. I'm 9 days late. And god damn it, I was on the fence about it, but I think I might just keep it now. Because looking at all, I'm just so overcome with optimism for our future. I just want to fucking scream.
That's in the Babysitters 2, right?
Yeah,
Killer Queen, yeah.
Babysitters too.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good. That was a good. Like when I
Yes,
was looking her up, man, that made me laugh so hard.
It's a good movie too. It's a good movie.
And then, of course, Brittany Snow.
You gonna tell them, or should I? Wow. You're not gonna tell them. You're pathetic. You're fucking miserable. You have a miserable job. Your life is going nowhere. And you're chasing some Southern living fantasy. And why? She doesn't even want you. Because she already knows what's so obvious to the both of us that no matter what is in your pants, you'll never be a real man.
Look.
That's harsh.
Yeah.
That was harsh.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, the man with the plan
And the giant dong.
and the giant dog, Kid Cudi.
You know what else to do for this repo shit? Paramedic. Oh, yeah. People used to be glad to see me show up. Yesterday, I had to take 3 child seats out of the back of a Lexus, lay them out in their lawn like I was setting up for some goddamn Baby Lollapalooza concert. The Wiggles or some shit. Remember them? No. Fucking Yum Yum fruit salad. That kids. It was sad.
Yum Yum fruit salad.
Yum Yum fruit salad.
Yum yum
Yep.
fruit salad.
But
Yum yum fruit salad.
and
Yum
so
yum fruit
that's
salad? Yum yum fruit salad.
I mean Whatever. So I'm gonna get
You need some caffeine or something, man. All right.
I got
Chris, tell everybody where they can find us at.
You can find us on moviesdonesuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdonesuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdonesuck. You guys want shirts or pair with our faces, names, and other shit, go to patreon.com, search Movies Don't Suck and Some They Do. I'm not sorry. Go to bonfire.com, search Movies Don't Suck and Some They Do. You'll find some cool stuff there. And we're not all places you find podcasts. Where do you find podcasts? You can find Movies Don't Suck and Some They Do.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. So today for our small business, yes, small businesses. If you have a small business, we'll be more than happy to promote you, just like we're going to promote these lovely people right here at Vinyl Junkies Record Shack. Vinyl Junkies Record Shack is located at 2235 Fern Street, San Diego, California, 92104. You can find them at Facebook at We Are Vinyl Junkies, or you can go to their website, vinyljunkies.net. Now, Vinyl Junkies Record Shack is a brick and mortar shop based out of San Diego, California. From funk to pop, funk to punk, soul to hip hop, classic rock to jazz, psychedelic to blues, and the list goes on. They carry it. So if you're looking for that rare psych record or latest new release, Vinyl Junkies is an excellent place to get your record collecting fix. They are located in San Diego's quaint and fiercely independent neighborhood of South Park, right across from the popular Whistle Stop Bar. Now, is this a place that you wouldn't visit?
Yeah, I went to this place. I went to the Vinyl Junkies, and I found they have they had a giant section of used records, in a different part of the building, the actual shack part,
Nice.
and it was. I got the Isles new record. I got the Motor Room Inside Out, and I got something else, but it's great. I mean, San Diego has I expected to find a great record shop there, and Vinyl Junkies Record Shack is that great. Great shop.
Nice. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been looking on their online store and stuff, and man, they do got they bring it up. They got the categories. They got they have a lot of stuff I've been looking for that I'm just like, man, I might have to,
Take a plane.
not go to not go to WrestleMania and just spend all my money buying some records. Which that's not going to happen. Guys. That's not a true story.
Hey, you lead tomorrow, right?
We are happy that Vinyl Junkies Record Store are available. So remember, if you want to look them up, you can look them up at We Are Vinyl Junkies on Facebook.
You go to WrestleMania. You lead for Dallas tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow morning, man, 8 a.m. 8 a.m.
8 a.m. sharp. You're gonna pick a tow for you guys to drive down there, all right?
We were going straight down there, and I got I packed today. It took me about 2.5 hours to pack. Because I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 suitcases, 2 bags of food, squatty potty. You got to take the squatty potty, dude.
Okay, gotcha.
You don't want to take a lot. You don't want to take long poops while you're hanging out with your friends. And Squatty Potty didn't pay me to say that. That's just facts.
So you're not paying for food when you're out there?
No. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go to restaurants and stuff like that. But let's be honest, there's gonna be some days where we're gonna probably get done with wrestling late, probably had a few drinks, and don't need to be out and about trying to find a random restaurant that we don't know nothing about. Instead I got some stuff back at the hotel that I can just put in the microwave real quick. Bam, I got something to eat in the morning. Instead of, it just, I just don't want it to be the whole time I'm looking for food.
Okay.
And whatever I don't eat, I'll just bring right back.
When do you get home?
Tuesday afternoon.
So you're gone for a whole week?
Yeah, well, I mean 6 days, yeah.
Okay, that's a long time, right? But you have fun, dude. 6 days.
Yeah, dude. I got clothes. I got friends. There's people down there meeting. Again, I think I said this on Thursday. I'm going to meet up with one of the hosts from a podcast called the Queen Street Posse. You can find from Inside the Ropes. You can find them on Twitch at Queen Street Posse. Really good group of ladies. They're the one lady's a friend of mine, her and her boyfriend. And so we're going to meet up with them at some point, go to a couple places. I mean, I can't wait, dude. It's going to be I'm just trying to hold back my excitement.
Yeah.
Right now.
I'm
right?
just gonna be home. Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. And then
I'm gonna-
tomorrow, the whole way, I'm gonna be like, oh, go to WrestleMania, go to WrestleMania.
So yeah, man, I'm excited for you. WrestleMania starts
Something like that.
Thursday or
Something like
Friday.
that.
When's it start? WrestleMania. What days?
The
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania, the actual WWE events will be Friday, and that's not WrestleMania, that's SmackDown, and then Hall of Fame introduction ceremony, and then WrestleMania, then day 1, WrestleMania day 2, and then Monday Night Raw.
You're going to all those.
All of them.
Yeah. So you okay?
And
cool.
that's just the tip of the iceberg of all the stuff I'm going to.
All right. Well, I'm really excited to hear about when you get back. For
Yeah,
sure.
because I'm sure some crazy shit's going to happen, especially since my buddy Topher's going to be with me. And and I heard, I could get kidnapped and easily become in the sex trade down in Dallas.
Maybe. Maybe.
I have a good booty. I have a nice booty.
Okay, well, what's talking about speaking about these booties, you want to talk about Windfall?
Let's talk about Windfall.
Windfall, written and directed by Charlie Dowell. You guys know Charlie Dowell because he wrote Seven. He
What's
also
Seven?
it's a movie.
I'm just kidding.
Directed by David Fincher. But he wrote Seven. He's also directed other things such as Discovery, and he's a crazy man. Also, story by Jason Segel and Justin Leder, who are also producers in this movie. And this stars the amazing. Pull back up. The amazing Jason Segel as Nobody. Oh, that's not it. Sorry.
It's body language, Like that guy needs to fart.
Also, Lily Collins as just simply wife.
Look, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you're wasting your time.
And also Jesse Plemons as CEO.
As the world becomes more and more confusing, we tend to focus on the things that are right there in front of us.
And then Omar Lavia as Gardner.
I'd go back to my country. Probably by a football team.
Why don't you go and read the storyline for this?
Storyline goes as follows. Oh, wrong one. I was about to read the wrong storyline. A man breaks into a tech billionaire's empty vacation home, but things go sideways when the arrogant mogul and his wife arrive for a last-minute getaway.
So this is a very limited storytelling movie. It takes place just in the house or the surrounding property, and it has 3 main characters and 1 side character.
You know why?
Tell me why.
I'll tell you why right now. Because Jason Segel pitched this idea for the film on Zoom call with Charlie McDowell 2 months into COVID. The goal was to create a story with a small symbol that could be filmed in only 1 location.
And they did that. When I was seeing it, I'm like, this is a COVID movie. Like we talked about Malcolm Marie a couple months ago, and that was done during COVID, like deep during COVID. And this one,
Power the Dog.
Yeah, Power Dog. I mean, I had that more than one, but this is.
I know, but but it's based property of people where you can tell we're all staying together, and that's why everybody wanted Benedict Cumberbatch to start showering.
But yeah, man, I liked Windfall for the most part. It doesn't get boring. The acting is 100% incredible.
Yes.
Easy. The acting is incredible. Jason Segel is great. Lily Collins is great. Jesse Plemons is great. Even the Gardner wasn't bad. But the only problems I have with it are narrative wise, and that's on me. I can't say the filmmaker did anything wrong. He made the movie he was trying to make, and it's a good movie. But the only problems I have are problems that I have with it, just narrative issues that I'm not going to get into because I don't want to give anything away. Because the ending is genuinely shocking, But
for a
I like this.
person. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's
Go
90
ahead.
minutes
What else you
long.
have to say?
It's 90.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. I'm done. I'm done. I'll
right.
say more, but I want you to hear your thoughts on that.
All right. So this movie was really good. These actors acted their butts off of each other. I mean, it was a criminal kidnapping or trying to break into a house and two people come home
It was
and
a
so
kind
it
of
wasn't
social
really
issue too.
yeah.
I mean,
What?
it has the message. You know, it's
Oh
beautifully
yeah, it
shot.
has a total message. It has a total message. Rob from every billionaire that you can possibly rob from. I mean,
Eat the
that's
rich.
it's a good
Eat the
message.
eat the
I'm
rich.
sure Jeff Bezos has some stuff, but this movie, like, they went right at it. You know, it is about because when you watch a movie where a criminal is usually robbing someone or doing something, usually it's very fictional. It's very, you know, oh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. This was very realistic. It is like
Yeah.
very real. Like the guy's like, I didn't know what the hell I'm going to do. You know, I literally,
Yeah.
you know, did not mean to run into you two here, you know, and I think that aspect of this movie says a lot about it. Like it's
Yeah.
really cool because it's like three people who are just awkwardly trying to get through it.
Also, I want to mention that I misspoke earlier. Charlie McDowell did not direct Seven. Andrew Kevin Walker, who's part of the writing team for this movie, directed the writer of Seven. So Charlie McDowell's 1983, but yeah, screenwritten by Justin Later and Andrew Kevin Walker. Andrew Kevin Walker worked on Seven. And
You're fired. I can't believe you do that. I can't believe you lied to our audience.
I
Man.
know. So guys, I'll probably cut it out.
You know what you need to do? You
What?
need to smack yourself, dude. Smack yourself right now.
I'm not
Smack yourself.
I'm drinking beer. I'm fine.
Smack yourself. I want you to smack yourself.
You want me to smack myself?
Yeah, smack yourself. Go.
There we go.
There you go. Thank you. But anyway, the acting between these two, like they give you a lot of what's the best way to say this? They give you a lot of false doors. You know what I mean? Like a lot of false pathways where it gets your brain going in certain scenes where you're like, oh, this is what's going to happen here, and then that doesn't happen, and then
lots
like,
of
you know,
lots
this
of
is
body
gonna
language,
happen.
lots of body language, sort of like
Yeah.
just like lots of unspoken agreements or lots of unspoken things that were going to happen, and yeah, like it really is. It seems realistic. You know, it's not like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It seems realistic. This ain't like, you know, it's not like The Ref with Dennis Leary, where like, you know, they're opening the door every 5 minutes and someone else new is coming in and now they're acting like he's the crazy uncle that's just there for the weekend. You know, it's like, you know,
that's not to say there aren't funny parts of this.
no, there are funny parts, there are serious parts, and then there's like what the fuck parts.
Also, I think it also works can also work at a point on a dark comedy level. You know, like some people would say, and I don't know, man. Like I kind of see that. It, but again, like we mentioned, all those people we mentioned are the only fucking people in the movie. All four of them.
Mm-hmm. Like literally, it was just four people back and forth. It was. They had some really good dialogue between each other. So I mean, literally felt just like three people talking, except for one of them has a gun.
Yeah, and I really think that that having this crew, this seasoned group of actors together, really held it together really well for such a small movie.
I mean, yeah, Lily Collins and Jason Segel definitely seasoned actors, really good. That other person, not so much.
Yeah. I really could see this
I
being
mean, Jesse
a play.
Plemons. I mean, who is that guy? Has
Fuck
he
yourself.
been in anything?
Fuck yourself. So I mean this I could see this being a play. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot they could have done. One of the facts that shown now is that Jesse Plemons' idea of the character CEO would be wearing Yeezys, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jesse Plemons plays a great fucking kind of arrogant, tech guy, right? And Jason Segel, who he touches you all the time. Yeah,
not have any of it.
Yeah, he
It's
tells
not
you all
having
the
any of
time
that
too.
snarkiness.
It's
Yes, smack his bitch up.
yeah, but it's a good movie, and I'd recommend it. It's 90 minutes. It's not going to take up too much of your time, and
No.
like I said, the only problems I had with it are narrative. I'm not going to give it away, but that's just me. That's on me. It's not on the filmmakers.
Yeah, it's just because you're evil.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get some quotes and get to our ratings, man.
Okay. All right, dude. Let's
All
do it.
right. Is there a trick to this purse? Well, I mean, there's a clasp. I don't want that. You in front of your. I don't want that. I don't want to you in front of your wife. You don't carry much weight. Do you know how much $3 million weighs? You're a real class act. It really feels like you hate me. Do you hate me? If you're mad at a clock, it's on you, not on the clock. The only man I know that could fall asleep during his own kidnapping. Well, was it worth it? I don't know. Ask me again in 30 or 40 years. If you owe a debt, it's a whole lot more to people than me. To people like me, I'm sorry. Not everyone that needs help is a freeloader, you asshole. He just wanted to know what it felt like to have some power in his meaningless fucking existence. Then I saw you, the real you, and it was so disgusting. That's it.
All right. My score on this is a 3.4. Again, shot really well, really cute little movie, but again, my problems with it were narrative, and that's on me.
Yeah, and the only problem I had is like I feel like there's a couple places where it's kind of long-winded. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with you on the narrative part. So I'll go with you on that. I'll go 3 Now I'll go 3.5. I'll go 3.5. It's a decent movie. It wasn't like 3 hours long. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I didn't spend my whole life watching this movie or in a theater looking at my phone going, when does this end? This movie went really fast. It felt good. And
I like the minimalistic feel of it too. That I really enjoyed that. You know,
I know you would. You're very minimalistic when it comes to things.
So you get 3. I give 3.4. You get 3.5. If you guys play the game, take a drink now. But I'm on Rotten Tomatoes.
There's a game.
Yeah, there's a drinking game.
There's a drinking game. Does it say stuff like that?
Exactly.
Is
So
that
for example,
the rules?
One drink for a point each is 0.1 value difference between Chris and Neil's score. So there you go.
There you go. There you go.
Hold on, let's see that.
I
I didn't mention
can't
crying yet.
remember how to take it off.
Neil
No, I've
did
not
mispronounce
cried to any of
something.
that.
Neil did mispronounce mogul, so that's something. So he's gonna drink. We swear it a lot.
Cool.
So
Let's take away that. All right, we're good. Let's move on.
All right.
Don't read all the rules, man.
So,
we put them up there for them. If they want to see them, let us know.
I'm on Rotten Tomatoes. What is the audience score for this? If you had to guess.
Rotten Tomatoes, the score for this is going to be
for the audience
a 56.
From the audience, the audience score is 41%.
It's off by 15. Damn.
Yeah. So, what is the Big Bang critic score for this?
The Big Bad critic score is 62.
You're close. 60. You're really close.
Oh man, off by 2. I haven't hit it right on the button in a while, man. I kind of feel like I'm losing my spark.
Critics' consensus is Windfall is hardly a bounty of cinematic riches, but a killer cast keeps a minimalistic thriller from going creatively bankrupt. So they do a cute little thing with the money. But yeah, it's a fine movie, whatever. And you know, I watched it last night. I enjoyed myself, and then I didn't really think about much else the rest of the night. So
I didn't think about anything else for the rest of the night.
I did think about stuff, but not this movie. But do you want to? We got a lot of news to talk about because it
Yeah, we
was
got
Oscar
some news.
weekend.
I mean, I'm very excited due to the fact that we just did the show on Thursday. It is now Tuesday, and we already got a shit ton of stuff to talk about.
So I'll hit the news music and we'll get into it, dude.
Movies that don't suck and some of them new. So I'm gonna say stuff. Chris gonna react to stuff. Then after that, he's gonna go in the corner and cry in fetal position.
So I think when you get out of the way, what
Yeah,
happened?
let me start it off. Let me do it real quick. Okay, I
Okay.
got this.
Okay.
This past Friday, one of the greatest drummers ever, a member of Alanis Morissette's
Mhm.
band,
Yeah.
Tyler Hawkins, passed away at the age of 50.
And we just saw him in Studio 666. He's the drummer of the Foo Fighters, and it's very sad.
No, he's not the drummer of the Foo Fighters. Dave Grohl's the drummer of the Foo Fighters.
Dave Grohl's the frontman of the Foo Fighters.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So
Just kidding. It was
yeah.
a whole
Yeah.
weird joke thing. But I want to get that one out of the way before we go to the next
Yeah.
one, which I'll about here in a second. But Taylor Hawkins actually had a Snoop Dogg Ice Cube concert with
found out?
my coworkers. Yeah. Ooh, they did it really good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. For what are they in their 50s or 60s? How old is Ice Cube? Like he was 19 in '89, right? So
Yeah.
right, they brought it, dude. They had a good time. They were doing it, and we got the text message, and the person with me was a radio personality, and he had to go
Mhm.
back to the studio and re-record everything for the entire weekend.
Yeah.
At like 12 o'clock at night after we got like super stoned and
Mhm.
watching Snoop Dogg, so it is what it is. It's sad. It's very sad. All right, let's talk about the worst story that everybody's talking about.
But
It's
this will
about the
be
Oscars.
people.
Now, wait.
Okay.
Let me introduce it, and then
Okay.
you can jump in. All right, one of the worst things that possibly could have happened at the Oscars this past Sunday, and a lot of people are upset about it, and we need to talk about it. And that's Bob Saget got snubbed in the memoriam tribute. And Bob
That's the
Saget,
biggest
one of
story.
the
Yeah.
greatest comedians of all time. Don't know why they snubbed him. He's in movies. I mean,
Yeah.
he did say he sucked
He
dick
was in
for
Half
coke.
Baked. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the most memorable lines. Don't know why they did that, but they suck for that. And big cancel the Oscars came after that. I guess something else happened too. What else happened at the Oscars?
Will Smith slapped
what was
Chris Rock.
that?
That was
What was that like?
yeah.
What?
Okay. Yeah. So
What did the five fingers say to the face?
so first off, I want to say that by the time we talk about it, people will be tired of hearing about it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, man. I see that. So here's the thing. I am upset that this year the Oscars remembered for the slap that Will Smith did to Chris Rock, as opposed to the movie, that won Best Picture, Coda, which is a fantastic movie. And Troy Kutzer
Yeah, and we're going
won
to talk
Best
about that
Supporting
here in
Actor
just a
for that.
second because we're gonna go through the winners of the Oscars. But
Yeah. Okay.
a situation happened where Chris Rock made a joke, and it wasn't just like he wasn't trying to be mean. He was just doing what is known as introduction to people when you're just trying to make some quick wit jokes.
But do you think that Chris Rock knew that J. Pinkett Smith had alopecia?
No,
I didn't know that.
I don't think the guy knows his own fucking cell phone number. The guy, if you're not listening to Chris Rock comedy before, the guy doesn't remember shit half the damn time.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he knew anything about it. And my thing is this: look, was the joke bad? Yes, especially after you hear the deeper situation.
Mhm.
Yes,
But you don't go on stage and slap a dude in front of millions of people.
In front of millions.
And at first, I thought it was a gag. I was watching it live. I watched it live because I usually don't fucking. I usually don't watch the Oscars, but I was like,
It just happened. You're watching the Oscars. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so I watched it live, and what I saw was Chris Rock get on stage. I'm sorry, Will Smith on stage, smack Chris Rock, and then a couple he froze the picture and it was like silent. I'm like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. And he came back when Chris Rock and said, "Wow, that's the greatest moment in television history." Right? That's when he came
Right.
back. And
Well,
so
I mean, but
went
it's
on.
Chris Rock. He's a stand-up comedian. He's good at returning from something, you know.
Right, but I didn't know what happened until Japanese Twitter came on and they had the whole uncensored version of it, where Will Smith's yelling, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." He said it twice. And the second time, he's you can tell he's furious. But here's the problem:
Yeah,
you don't fucking
mean,
lose your cool like that.
that's
Like,
toxic masculinity. I don't care what you say.
I don't know if it's toxic masculinity, but it's definitely immature. And it's definitely, and I can understand being pissed off, but you need to keep a cooler head and not make you flare yourself in front of fucking everyone. And I know that everyone's shitting on Chris Rock. I'm sorry, Will Smith and their marriage and their parenting style. I can understand that, but you gotta keep a cool head. You can't fucking do that. You know?
No, you just can't go off the hinge like that. That is just, I mean, Howard Stern even influenced, like even blast on it, and was just like, this is a sign of great mental illness when you can't control your own impulse. Not only that, it was hardly an insulting joke. It was not even a good joke. He got up, he compared Jada Pinkett Smith to one of the most beautiful women in the world, Demi Moore. And you don't hit people over speech. Certainly not Academy Awards. And that's the quote
in front of the whole fucking country, in front of
Yeah.
millions of people. So that was one. It was stupid. It was immature, and like
it was immature. The man's immature. I'm sorry. That was sorry.
but I mean, he apologized. That just doesn't change the fact that this award show that was celebrating some
Yeah, he
beautiful movies.
apologized via Twitter or whatever. Will Smith wrote out violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of my job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I'd like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of the line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed, and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of kindness. I mean,
but it's shitty that like all these beautiful movies that were showcased at the ceremony are now not like I can guarantee you probably a lot of people aren't gonna remember what won Best Picture this year. They remember the slap that Will Smith gave to Chris Rock.
The slap around the world. The slap around the world.
Yeah,
I mean, what it is. Oh,
so
wait a
I'm not taking.
Wait a minute, dude. One second. I just got a message. Okay. It looks like I'm going to WrestleMania this weekend.
Sure.
Yeah. It looks like they just added another match to the card. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, dude, did you see that? Oh my gosh. Will Smith versus Chris Rock this weekend, WrestleMania, Saturday, April. Now, anyway, look, man, it sucks. It all sucks. And I feel bad for everybody involved in this situation. That's all I want to talk about it anymore. You know, let's be honest. I'm done.
Let's move on to the winners, man.
There's one reason we talk Oscars, and we talk Oscars every year, is because we are, I guess, critics now. We've been doing this a couple years. I guess we're critics now.
I guess so.
So, I mean, yeah. So now we want to talk about the winners and the losers of, the Oscars. So we're not going to start with the big one right off the back. Let's back off.
We'll do
that
supporting
one for a minute.
Supporting shit.
Yeah, like how about supporting actress? Ariana DeBose for The West Side Story.
Yeah, I wasn't mad about it.
I think Kristen Dunst from Power of the Dog should have won. She was a badass.
It would have been cool if both Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons both won. I was kind of hoping that would happen, but it didn't happen that way.
Yeah, and best cinematography went to Dune. Best sound went to Dune.
Of course,
which is 100% understandable.
Yeah. I knew it would.
Visual effects went to Dune when it should have gone to Spider-Man: No Way Home. Best animated feature. I don't agree with that. I don't think Enchanto was better than
thought
Mitchell
Encanto should have won.
Machines.
I was pulling those two, but I thought Encanto was a little better.
Oh
Yep.
man, I don't know. Best actor, Troy Kotsur for Coda.
That's best supporting actor.
Yeah, best supporting actor.
Yeah, I love Coda, man. I don't know if you've seen it, but I love
I don't
Coda
know,
for sure.
man. I mean, yeah, I watched it today, and it was a good movie. But man, Cody Smith McPhee in The Power of the Dog, dude,
Dude,
was so
I knew
good.
Troy Kotsur to me
But
knocked out of the park. Then
yeah, I mean, both of them did a great job. So hats off to Troy for, and also being the first deaf actor to win an
yeah,
Oscar.
man. That first deaf male actor who won an Oscar is a woman actor.
Yeah, male actor to win that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was great.
Best
And
costume design this year was Corella, which as soon as I
100%.
heard that, I was
Yeah,
like,
sure.
I was like, I don't even care what was in the rest of the freaking category with her.
Of
Because
course
that
that's
makes
the one.
sense. That
Yeah.
that was ridiculous how good it was. Adapted screenplay was Coda. Original screenplay was Belfast, which I haven't seen Belfast yet. Have you
I
seen
saw
Belfast?
Belfast. I saw Belfast. It's pretty good. I agree with it. I'm fine with it. I really am with
Okay.
it winning.
Best
It's really good.
score, Hans Zimmer, Dune. That makes sense all day
Yep.
long.
Mhm.
Best editing, Dune again makes sense all day long. Dune
Mhm.
was just a great movie. So, I mean,
Yeah, it
best
was amazing.
original song. I told you, and I told you about this. I said best original song, and you're like, "Oh, it'll be this or it'll be that." I was like, "No, best original song is gonna be "No Time to Die" by Billie Eilish because it's fucking Billie Eilish." And you know what happens? You have Billie Eilish at your fucking Oscars, and people want to watch, like the youngins want to watch because Billie Eilish is there.
I don't think I said that. I don't think I said that she wouldn't win, but I just
You said that I said no. I said "No Time to Die," and you were like, "What?"
okay. All right, dude. All right. I mean,
But anyway, what?
I get you.
Anyway,
but
best director,
Jane Campion.
Jane Campion for The Power of the Dog all day long. That movie
Yeah.
was powerful. Now here comes the
It was
sad
great.
one. Here comes the sad one. Best
Mhm.
actor, which sucks because I 100% agree with this.
Yeah, I do too.
But what happened earlier in the night kind of fucks it up.
Yeah. He
And
went
that
there
is
to
Will
get
Smith
this
for King
really
Richard.
he gave this really weird long rambling speech. Sort of kind of trying to justify what he did, saying some of protecting his family, which I think that's the wrong way to look at it. 100%.
And this one right here, the next two awards, I 100% agree with.
Oh, dude.
Best makeup and hairstyling and best actress. The eyes of Tammy Faye, Jessica
100%.
Chastain for best
Easy.
actress. 100%. You don't even know it's her. You don't know.
And she was amazing. She definitely deserved that. I was pulling for her the whole night. I was like, they better not give it to Nicole Kidman. And dude, Jessica Chastain, she won Best Actress, and she fucking deserved it. We've sung the praises of this movie since it came out. Since we talked about it, we've sung the praises of this movie. Talking about how should we fucking love it, and we do, man. It's a great movie.
And last but not least, the best picture of the entire night, of the entire year, was given to Coda. The problem I have with Coda is that I watched it without subtitles, and I didn't know you could put.
I don't know how the fuck you did that, dude.
I didn't know you could do it with that. So when they're talking in sign language, I didn't understand, but I did like the movie a lot. It was a really good movie. It was about
to touch your heartstrings.
the hardship.
It's a crowd pleaser, even. It's kind of like
Yeah.
that. Like,
I mean, it's about the hardships of a girl that can hear and her entire family can't hear, and what she goes through from everybody making fun of her to and it's a really good story, and I loved it. It was a great story.
So Coda
but
stands
also,
for
I was packing at the time.
So
I
Coda
tried to
stands
watch
for
it.
Coda stands for Child of Deaf Adults. It's based on a book by based on a story by Cyanide Heater, and it's a really good movie. And I'm glad it won, and I hope people watch this movie because the deaf community is a marginalized community. I know they can't hear this, but they can definitely have our support. But let's talk about the hosts of this. You want to talk about
Who's
the
the
host?
host?
Regina Hall, Amy Schumer, and Wanda Sykes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I just
Oh, I watched
the clips.
They're fine. You know, like at the beginning, Amy Schumer, man. So her last special was not good, right? Me and Leah kind of both hate her last special, but I do think that she's still some good comedy left in her. I hope she can win her way back because she's also been known for being a joke stealer. If you look at a sketch she stole, her staff stole directly from Mad TV. It's almost the exact same thing. I don't know if you've seen that. Go on YouTube if you haven't. But
why? Was it funny?
Huh?
Was it funny?
Are we really gonna argue about joke stealing? Are we really gonna do this on the podcast?
There's no such thing as joke stealing. There's no such thing as music
yes,
stealing.
there is.
All right, guys.
Dude,
no, there isn't. All right.
No, fuck you with that, dude. Fuck you with that.
Every song's the same. Every note is played the same.
No,
Jokes have the same chemical. All right. So joke was original. Like, on Mad TV, no one's ever joked about that subject ever before.
It's a scene for scene remake of that sketch.
Okay. Whatever.
And
it is what
dude,
it is.
you're not gonna change them about joke stealing, and your comedians are just as mad about it as I am.
No.
Like
I'm
Dan
sorry.
Cook, but dude, fuck you.
Settle down, Joe Rogan.
No. Listen, if you listen to, okay, I won't use the Carlos Mencia one. We'll talk about Dan Cook stealing from Louis C.K. That's the easy one. And Louis actually had Dane on a show, and he didn't think that Dane tried to steal his jokes, but he heard them and he made them his own. Not a good reason though. And we're not gonna.
It's a very good reason because everybody. You're saying nobody can be influenced by anybody else? Is that what you're saying?
No
one can influence anything else. No art can be influenced by any other art.
Outright stealing material is not okay in any sense of the word. It's fucked up and dumb.
Everybody steals from everybody.
Belittles the art of comedy, and you're not gonna change my fucking mind about this.
Yeah, I'm not changing your mind. I'm just saying every art influences every art.
I know, but joke stealing is different, dude. It's different.
No, it's not.
Yeah, 100% is. It's someone stole a song, because every song is different, right? But
Did they copyright the joke?
Dude, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
No. You're talking about the money. You're taking a legal standpoint. No, but I'd be hard pressed to find any comedian that's okay with someone stealing jokes. Show me the comedian. No, fuck you with that. Do it better bullshit. No, fuck you with that. Do it better bullshit, dude. Like you're not gonna find any comedian at least who's okay with someone stealing their material.
But how do you know it's stolen? How do you know they just didn't get influenced by it?
Well, Carlos Mencia, I already said he stole it.
Okay. Well, we'll move on because this seems to be a subject for you, Neckbeard. So,
what'd you call me, Neckbeard? I don't have a beard in my neck.
I know.
No,
I just said it. All right, we got some more news. Let's move on.
All right.
So, Sharon Stone is in the final talks to play the villain in a superhero movie. She will be playing the villain in DC's movie Blue Beetle.
That's coming out this year or next? It has to be next year. Right?
Next year, yeah. Blue Beetle will be released August 18th of 2023.
When does Black Adam come out? It comes out in the summer, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You must be super stoked on that one, dude.
I'm stoked about all these. Talking about DC superheroes, the Flash star Ezra Miller was arrested in Hawaii yesterday for disorderly conduct and harassment.
Come on, dude.
Certainly after midnight on Monday, March 28th, a 29-year-old man visiting from Vermont was arrested and charged for disorderly conduct and harassment. Police officers responded to a report of disorderly patron at a bar on Silva Street. During the course of their investigation, police determined the man, later identified as Ezra Miller, became a sort of while patrons at the bar began singing karaoke. Miller began yelling obscenities. At one point, grabbed the microphone from a 23-year-old and later lunged at a 32-year-old man.
What the fuck is his problem, dude?
He might have just been really fucked up, man. Come on. I mean, the world's got us all fucked up right now. I mean, maybe you watched the Oscars and thought it was okay to get up on stage and smack people.
So, this was yesterday. He did this, I guess.
Yeah,
so.
it was literally yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, it's
All
okay
right.
for people to smack other people.
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Oh, is that coming out?
Yeah, that'll be coming out this year.
Okay.
Is going to be featuring the one person that Chris Pratt loves more than anything.
What is that? Jesus Christ.
Kevin Bacon.
Oh, Kevin Bacon will be there? I'm all
Kevin
about it.
Bacon's going to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Not exactly knowing what his part's going to be at this point, but he is in it, and that's all we can say about that. Hey, have you thought to yourself, what if I could get a famous actor to officiate my wedding?
Yeah, I mean, who are we talking about? It really depends on who you can get.
Well, while in Pittsburgh, a couple from Pittsburgh reached out to this famous actor who is filming a movie there right now and asked, because they knew that he is ordained as a mister, if he would come marry them. And they thought, it's a shot in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
But Tom Hanks said, no, I will be more than happy to come officiate your
That's
wedding.
amazing. That's amazing.
Tom Hanks showed up and officiated their wedding.
That's fucking
cool
awesome.
is that?
I want Tom Hanks. He just seems like the nicest motherfucker. Again, like I said,
I just want to sit there.
If he's ever accused of sexual misconduct, I'd lost all faith in humanity. I already have, but that would just destroy it all. Like it'd be a very sad day for me.
So, Creed 3 is going to be coming out, and Rocky's not going to be in it. Sylvester Stallone's not a part of it and stuff. But people are saying that this is going to be the best one of all the Creeds so far.
The villain.
Yes, is going to be played by none other than Jonathan Majors from Lovecraft Country, The Five Bloods.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And now Kang the Conqueror and Loki and stuff is going to be the villain. And they say that his villain take on this movie, for this boxing movie,
right,
is something fresh and new. And I can't wait to see that.
I can't wait to see it either. We'll talk about what we're seeing at the end of this, but yeah.
So the nerds have come together and counted how many questions did Luke Skywalker ask during the original trilogy.
How many questions do you ask?
Are you ready for this number? Because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Luke Skywalker asked 118 questions through the original trilogy of Star Wars.
Now, listen, did they get? I'm sure some of the questions had to be the same questions. So I wonder, I wonder that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But Mark Hamill responded by, I got a smile to think of someone actually sitting through the whole trilogy just to count and keep track of how many questions I asked. Unless they did it out loud. That's just rude and irritating. It probably ruined the movies for other people in the audience.
Because I'm thinking what they did is that they did the tally count. The question they tallied down, so they going question. But I wonder if ones were like, was that a question or was that more of just a statement? I'm not gonna do it, but they did.
Right.
They did the trilogy and through the Rise of the Last Jedi, right? That's what they did. They include that too.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's just the original trilogy.
Okay,
Just the original
all right.
3.
All right.
And then Parker Posey is joining the New Line comedy, The Parenting. She's a veteran actress. Is going to be jumping in with Brian Cox, Eddie Falco, Lisa Kudrow, Dean Norris, and plus rising Hollywood names Nick Dodonna and Brandon Flynn are all going to be a part of it.
Because they're doing Dean Norris's Hank from Breaking Bad.
Yep.
But I like Parker Posey a lot. I like her a lot. So
I'm a huge Parker Posey. That's why I added this to the news. And the story is a script that centers around a young gay couple, Rohan and Josh, who host a meeting of their parents during a weekend at a cozy rental house in the country. Things take a turn for the horrifying and comedic when the new lodgers find it is already inhabited by a 400-year-old evil entity.
Mm-hmm.
A comedic haunting. I love comedic haunting movies.
Yeah. Let's do haunted comedy.
Last but not least, Shumu Liu, who plays Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
In the comic, in the movie, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, is not signing certain Shang-Li comic books.
Why not?
Because he does not like how they portray Asian people.
Oh, so there's some things that he has a problem with. I gotcha.
Yes.
So
there are certain issues. Any one of them that has Dr. Fu Manchu in
that's
it.
fair.
Apologize for that. But any of the comic books that have the famous villain Dr. Fu Manchu, he will not autograph.
I'm fair with that. I'm totally fine with that. Like it's
if you go get to his autograph and you pop one of those in front of him and don't get an autograph from him, that's on you. We've pre-warned you. We've told you it's out there.
See Simu Liu, and you grab your Fu Manchu comic book and you're like, sign this, he will not do it. And it's on you, like you said.
It's all you.
Yeah.
And then you can just say, but Chris from this movie podcast said that you would.
Well, that's a lie.
That's a lie. It's
when
a
you
lie.
get email,
we won't back you up on this.
Email from Simu Liu saying, why did you tell people I would do that? And like, we didn't. I will point to about an hour into the episode and say, listen here, we said not to do it.
All right, last but not least, the other award ceremony that went on this past weekend,
the Razzies.
The worst picture of the year was Diane the Musical on Netflix.
I didn't watch Diane the Musical. Did you?
Nope. And after watching clips of it,
I'm good. Yeah.
Gina DeWalp, who played Diane in Diane the Musical, got worst actress, worst actor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, my throat's all.
Here.
Okay, there we go. Worst actor of the year was LeBron James for Space Jam.
I saw. Then she made a joke saying that his hairline was fixed in Space Jam too. So
insane. So then worst supporting actress was Judy Call for Diane the Musical. Worst supporting actor. Who do you think?
I don't know.
Jared Leto for House of Gucci.
Speaking of Jared Leto, we are seeing Morbius next week, and I gotta say, I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah. The Razzie Redeemer Award.
Neil went ahead and dodged that because he didn't want to say anything bad about it yet.
The Razzie Award for worst. Oh, the Razzie Redeemer Award went to Will Smith for King Richard, which is funny because then the next day he smacked the guy. Worst screen couples, LeBron James and any Warner Brothers character. Worst remake, ripoff, or sequel, Space Jam. Worst director, Christopher Ashley for Diane the Musical. Diane the Musical wins everything. Oh, and worst performance. This is the best category of the Razzies. And the worst performance by Bruce Willis in a 2021 movie was everything Bruce Willis did. All right, we're out of here. That's the end of the news. Let's get to the last movie.
Let's do it. And
that was Movies That Don't Suck and Some of Them Do. I told Chris stuff. He laughed, he joked, he cried, he peed a little in his pants, and he might need to look at it.
So I do need to, before this, I'm going to apologize for how fired up I got in that segment. I pulled the Will Smith. I shouldn't have done it. So I'm going to slap myself in that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
slap your ass. Smack that ass.
So I'm sorry,
Oh,
I got so worked up.
Wrong kind of podcast.
I had like a really busy fucking day. Like I was like, Jesus Christ. You know,
I haven't been able to have a relaxing moment in like 5 weeks.
So what do you do tonight?
I still got to pack. I still got to finish packing up stuff. I got to pack up the stuff I'm using so I can take it down there just in case I need it. And what I'm using to do this podcast right now, because I'm going to record a lot of TikTok live, Facebook live. I'm going to do a lot of stuff. I might put it back towards the Movies That Don't Suck page. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. It's all going through my head. I still got to pack up the groceries, put ice in the cooler. Well, I'll be in the morning. But then I got to do the medical bag and the soap bag with all my bathroom stuff and all that stuff. It takes a lot to look this pretty, dude.
Okay. I mean, ever since we're globe travelers, I've learned to pet travel alike. So, but
I'm going down for a week.
Yeah, we were gone for 2 weeks. I had one bag, but that's just me again. Travel alike.
Yeah. No. I'm trying to also be cheap about everything. What I mean?
Yeah.
I went to Aldi and bought, got groceries. Like I got, like I'm trying to be very cheap about everything because I'm not rich. And talk about not being rich. If you want to donate money to the Neil is going to WrestleMania cause, you can go to Venmo, Neil Blackwood. All right, let's talk about it because I've been dying to talk about this one. Everything else was just bullshit today.
So real quick, I want to talk.
This episode was crap. I don't care about anything else we talked about in this episode. This is it. This is the thing I've been wanting to talk about more than anything.
Okay, so real quick, let's talk about the director Ty West real quick. He's done movies. He did a segment for VHS. He did.
Can we tell the people what the movie is first?
Movies X, yes, Movies X. But
the
I want to
movie
mention
X, it is by A24.
Yeah, Ty West director. He's made things like The House of the Devil and The Innkeepers, which are the movies he's most known for. And this one is called X, and it stars the ever beautiful Mia Goth as Maxine.
I must say that I have.
Jeanette Ortega.
He's the director of VHS. You didn't say that, did you?
No. I said he's a segment of VHS. He didn't do all of it.
He did all of it.
No, he did one segment of VHS. He also did. It has Jeanette Ortega as Lorraine.
I think snakes are the most misunderstood reptiles.
Brittany Snow as Bobby Lynn.
You gonna tell them, or should I?
Also, Kid Cudi as Jackson.
You know what I used to do for this repo shit? Paramedic. Oh, yeah. People used to be glad to see me show up.
Martin Henderson, who I basically could have been played by Matthew McConaughey as Wayne.
All right.
Yeah. Owen Campbell as RJ and Stephen Ure as Howard. And then also Mia Goth plays Pearl in this movie as well. She plays two characters. And this is directed by Ty West. And I want to mention, have you seen the other Ty West films?
Yes, all of them.
So did you like The House of the Devil?
House of the Devil was okay. The Innkeepers was better. I was a big fan of the Valley of Violence was a good one.
Yeah.
The Exorcist series, I did see that episode.
So the only
VHS Second Honeymoon, that's a great segment.
Yeah, great segment.
Marriage, the ABCs of Death is great. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them.
But here's the problem I have with Ty West movies, especially House of the Devil and Innkeepers. They both take a long time to get there. They take a long time. Like the last 30 minutes of the movie is basically the exposition. But with the X, it's not that. And I fucking loved X. I fucking love this movie. Oh, why don't you read the story on this? Yeah, read the story on this.
I will get there. Been waiting for a while for that, but okay.
Sorry.
In 1979, a group of young film members set out to make an adult film in rural Texas. But when their reclusive elderly hosts catch them in the act of fucking it hard, the cast find themselves fighting for their lives. I might have had something there. That might have been why Chris.
Yeah, the fucking part. Yeah. You know what? I said enough already. why don't you go ahead and say? I'm sure you got some words to say about this horror film. Why don't you
There's a lot of horrors in this horror film.
go? Come on, dude.
I know that was just funny. But to be honest, there is. So this movie, the way it's filmed, the way it feels,
It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? Like I get that. Sort of
yeah,
feeling
it
from
feels like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like Friday the 13th, the original. Like and the thing is about this, way to go to take something that could have been so easily cliche, like so easily could have been a cliche hacker, slacker, movie, whatever. It could have so easily been, a movie that could have walked right into satire and stayed there the entire movie, and people have been okay with it,
Yeah, yeah.
Thank God for A24 and Blumhouse, because they have recreated horror movie. And I know the word that everybody hates more than anything in this world is this, but it's the truth. This is
Elevated
elevated
horror.
horror. This is
Yeah.
elevated horror. And I know people hate that terminology, but you know what? This is exactly what this movie is. This movie took a very classic thing, a very easy scene, a very easy concept that we've seen hundreds of times before in hundreds of different movies. I could list like 10 of them off the top of my head, and made it feel original, made it feel, new, and made it feel like it was a new atmosphere and
Yeah.
just like and alive. And the twist, there's comedy, there's like,
There's straight porn in this movie. There's horror in this
straight
too.
porn.
Straight porn. It's so good. It's like
It's
like
a hard R, guys. It's a hard
R.
The
Almost
hard
sex.
R. I mean, there's the sex and the gore.
And
I mean, they
it's-
even make a line in this movie where I think I wrote it down, where it's like, there's no way to make a movie where it's one thing the whole first time and then just halfway through just changes and becomes something completely different. Guess what? They made that movie. It's called fucking X. All right.
And X is killer. I love this movie. Congrats on or props to A24 because they're the company that's been making elevated horror recently, like The Witch and Midsummer and in The Lighthouse. This is a horror film which harkens back to those 70s horror films. But it, like you said, it makes it original. There's a twist to it, and it's great. And everyone in it's great.
And here's a thing right here. All right. Have you ever thought to yourself, I would really like to see two old, really crinkly motherfuckers fucking
all the time?
All the time. You get your answer.
And finally it happens. This movie is crazy. It's like there were plenty of times I almost said out loud, "What the fuck?" Like a lot of that. My wife was frightened by this movie because she gets frightened by old people. So she was like, "Did remind me of The Visit? You remember The Visit?"
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, this movie was straight up. Like I said, the cinematography of this movie. I don't know if they shot it on a 35 millimeter, but man, it looked like it. They gave it the coloring, the cinematography, the editing, like just everything about it. Like at one point, you think you see someone's dong, but you really don't.
It's a silhouette of Kikuti's dong,
right? Like at one point, you think you see things in the background, but you don't know if you do or you don't. Like it's very very psychological, and it gets you right in the brain pan, and something's coming because you bought the ticket. You know what kind of movie you went into.
Yeah.
And when it starts happening, it's just fucking amazing.
I have a question. I'm not going to give anything away with this, but there's a scene where Don't Fear the Reaper comes on, and it needed more cowbell.
Oh, way more cowbell.
Yeah, but
way more cowbell. But some of the facts I got for this movie was this movie there was an actual adult film called Farmer's Daughter, which they were trying to film in this, which is infamous. It started future acclaimed mainstream writer and actor careers Spalding Gray's career.
Rest in peace, Spalding Gray.
Also, there's a point in this movie where the character Lorraine references Psycho during a conversation with the group. Later on, a character named Jackson discovers a submerged car in a pond similar to Maureen Carring's car that was being dumped in the lake by Norman Bates in Psycho.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, a good piece of fact. This is the second time Mia Goth appeared in a movie based on just hardcore fucking. She also appeared in Nymphomaniac Volume 2.
I remember her part in that. I watched both of those, so the Volume 1 and Volume 2, and they're
Yeah, because your boyfriend was in it.
Shia at the time was in it, and
you had a big man crush on that guy at the time.
We broke up though. We broke up.
You broke up. It's understandable. I heard he was beating you.
Yeah.
I
don't know about
bad joke. Bad joke.
Bad joke.
Did he slap you? Did he slap you?
But X is great. It's fantastic. It's the best horror film I've seen in a long time. Honestly, I can't like looking back on it.
Like to be honest, this is like if you were to tell me to make a list of the top 10 horror movies in the past 5 years.
Oh yeah, top of the list.
This would be there. I mean, it'd be fighting with like Mandy and and stuff like that. It'd be fighting with those. And this is one of those horror movies that, I mean, if you like the genre of horror and you like the old classic slasher movies,
you find a lot to like about this. Yeah.
And I mean, one, they had to pay a lot of money for the music they had in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Because I heard all the songs. I mean, at one point they're all busting out singing Landslide and shit, and how could you not love every moment of that? You know what's the greatest thing in the world is that I'm sitting here and I'm on IMDb and I'm going through the information, stuff like that. And what are they advertising to me? Why I'm looking at this hard R-rated movie?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Huh?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
No, close. Sing 2.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so I mean, this is just one of those movies. If you like horror, guys, if you like horror movies, if you want to be, like what the fuck at the end of a movie, this is it. This is the one for you. Because there's so many hidden things in the movie too, like little details, like pay attention to the guy on the television. How about that? That's a good way to say it without ruining anything. And Chris, what else you got for me about this?
Oh man, it's just I can't talk about enough how much I like this movie. Ty West, he didn't really impress me up until this point, and now I'll watch anything he puts out. Guys, stay for the end credit scene. You won't regret it.
Which I didn't know it existed. I didn't look it up.
I'll talk to you about it. I'll talk about it off air. It's exciting, and I expect to hear more from this guy soon.
I'm sure A24 will give him another chance to do some stuff.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and read some quotes for this?
I will be more than happy to. Only if you can sing the chicken dance for me. Sing the chicken dance song.
What's the chicken dance song?
I
don't have. All right.
I know the powers of Satan's firsthand. Oh, you know what you are? You're a fucking sex symbol. Oh, one thing I noticed in the movie, I wrote it down. I totally did not bring this up. And this is just like the little subtle jokes they have in the movie. The side of the van said plowing service, which was hilarious because they're going to go film a porn. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. You know why you're going to be a star? Because you have the X Factor. Yeah, I thought I'd get the name of the movie. All right. You know, Winston's is only smoke. They only got Winston's, I only smoke old golds. Well, that's it. I'm calling my agent. I don't understand why you're doing this because it's possible to make a great dirty movie. Oh, so church mouse, you do know how to speak. Hey, come over here and feel how hard my cock is.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like Daddy when he's angry, now would you? It's not real life. It's just a movie. You shouldn't let out of date traditions change your mind. Toast to the perverts. They've been paying our bills for years. The movie just can't change halfway through. She's a nice girl. I hate to tell you this. She's not like that. She's a nice girl. I hate to tell you this. None of them are nice girls. 2 keys to a healthy relationship. Never let her out of your sight and never mention her weight. Why do you get it at all? You're nothing but a stupid whore. I don't want her. I wanted the other. She had something special. The whole world would know my name. I'm a motherfucking star. Now that's what I call divine intervention. What do you think is on it, Sarge? Or what do you think is on it, Sheriff? But what I see out here, one fucked up horror movie.
All right. What's your score on this?
11.
What's your you guys you don't know basis out 0 through 5.
0 through 5. I gotta go 0
yeah.
through 5.
Yeah.
Man, this was really good. 4.7. Yeah, 4.7.
Yeah.
This is like this is like the horror movie to beat for the year. If any other horror movie, this is going to literally probably be in my top 5 of movies at the end of the year. And if it isn't, that's because 5 other movies came out. 5 other movies came out that knocked this down the list. This is probably one of the. It gives you the member berries, but at the same time, it was original and had great ideas and great vision in it. So, Chris, what's your take on it?
It's 4.5. 4.5. I like you said, I'm pretty hard on movies, and this one hit all the bubbles for me. I really love this movie. I'm going to be telling everyone about it. One of my favorite movies so this year, I'm going to say X, and it's not going to be everyone's favorite movie, but
yeah,
for you and I, this was for
you know
us.
What else I learned? I learned
What's
a
that?
whole different way of wearing bib overalls.
Oh, dude, I was all about them overalls. I gotta say.
I mean, like seriously, like you look at this movie and you're just like, man, yeah, I'm about that movie right there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. As soon as I see this poster, I'm just like, yeah, I'm down. I'm down with the sickness.
I'll see. I'm not that mad. I'll definitely see it.
I mean, every time you look at this, it just makes me think of wrong picture.
But so I'm on Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think the audience score in this movie is?
78.
74. So
that was all my score.
That's actually what audience says on this. So X isn't every horror fan's idea of a good time, but it's often unique and never boring. Again, if you guys don't like horror, you might not like this one. But what is the Big Bad Meeting critic score in this one?
67.
96%.
Oh, dude, they went higher. Gosh, dang it! Why did I go with that? I knew they were going to go higher.
Critics' consensus is a fresh spin on the classic slasher formula. X marks the spot where Ty West gets resoundingly back to his horror roots, and this is the best Ty West film, 100%, easy, without a doubt. It's a great movie. I can't wait to see what Ty West does next. And yeah, guys, go see fucking X. But
go see X. Go get in the X. Go film a triple X.
I don't know how long it'll be in theaters, so get to it as soon as possible. But you know what we're seeing next week, right? We're seeing Morbius. We're seeing Morbius. So
yeah, Batman.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Wait. Oh yeah, the preview gets to become major Batman. Yeah, but Morbius.
Well, I mean, I know what Morpheus is because I read comics.
It's Morbius with a B.
I can say how many of his comics you own?
I just know by seeing the preview. And
okay, so how many of his comics do you own?
0.
Okay, cool. I own the first 20.
But they're gonna call him Morbius in at least the preview. Okay, in the movie, it's spelled Morbius. But again, are you excited about this movie?
I was until I saw a review headline. And it ruined it for me. I hate that. I hate that.
I was never excited for the movie at all. I thought it was fucking awful. And so we'll see what happens. Maybe I like it. I'm just not.
Maybe you'll love it and I'll hate it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll like it and you hate it. Maybe baby Jesus will come
and then we got another one coming up. I haven't figured it out yet. Neil will be out of town most of the week, so we get one that's easy to see at home. So it'll be.
I don't even know when we're going to be able to record. Oh my gosh.
Next week?
Yeah.
I mean, probably Thursday. I mean, like, I don't have anything in my account. Hold on. We'll figure it out. But
yeah, we're gonna have to figure it out, bro. Because guess what? You know how exhausted I'm gonna be from after like 6 days of pure wrestling excitement and partying and going crazy. And I might end up in Mexico. Who knows?
Please don't. Please don't end up in Mexico.
I might jump the border to Tijuana.
I mean, Tijuana is on. I mean, yeah. I mean, whatever. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see you guys. I think that's it. We're good, right? We're going to wrap this up. I think I got some
Jim Carrey just wants everybody to know that he is sickened by everybody standing up ovation for Will Smith's winning of King Richard.
Sorry, Jim.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's get out of here. Let's do this thing.
Visit online at we're on Facebook at facebook.com/Suck Podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. On Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're on Twitch at MTS Podcast. Go to patreon.com/Suck. Visit our bonfire, bonfire.com. Movies Don't Suck Some of you. Message us at info@moviesdon'tsuck.net or moviesdon'tsuck@gmail.com. We're all streaming platforms. Where you find podcasts, you'll find Movies Don't Suck and Some That Do.
Exactly. And if you got a small business, let us know. Listeners, we'll be more than happy to make it out there. You don't have to pay us a single damn dime. We just want to help you and make sure your business gets out there and gets the money it deserves. Are you ready, Chris?
All right, let's do this. Get out of here.
Hit that music. Well, that's another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how many times you body slammer, only one of the 3 X's does not make you Van Diesel. Have a good night.
All right.
We did it. People like us. They really, really like us, Chris.
I can't wait to tell you about the happens at the end of X. So thanks, guys, for listening to us.
Thank you for watching us on our podcast and on our website. Make sure to come and like and subscribe to all of our content. We'll have more content. Actually, go like me too, because for some reason, like next week, I really think I'm going to have like 105 videos I'm going to post online. So go ahead, do that for if you could. You guys have a good night. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate every single one of you. Unless,
Yeah, unless.